What's up, ladies and gents? CenterStrain01 here, and so I'm going to start a series of videos where I can find out exactly what is kind of resonating with all of you out there to help better improve this channel in its quality-wise. This is not about quantity, this is more about quality right here. So first thing off is one of the most important things to any video that you put out on YouTube is your thumbnail. And why is it very important? Well, because that's the first thing that someone sees on your videos. Now, for you guys, you're here, you know me by now, so if you see a video and it's a game you're going to want to watch, you're going to click on it no matter what the thumbnail looks like, right? But for those out there that you want to bring more people in, one of the biggest things is when you go to YouTube search and you're looking for a video to watch, the first thing you see once you click in, that specific game is going to be the thumbnail. How do we bring in our audiences via a thumbnail? This is the method that I use, but I am putting this video out there so that I can find out what is working, what is not, what can I change. I want all of your opinions out there so that I can come up with this hybrid where it's going to please everybody, of course, because that's just how I am in general, but it's going to be something that's going to also entice new people to come in. So I've got a few different examples of some thumbnails that I use that we're going to be showing off. So I use Photoshop. Now, I didn't start using Photoshop until about a year ago. I always used MS Paint. So I was very simplistic in my photos. I didn't have any type of real graphical power to them. It was just a part 1, part 2, part 3 thing. But I didn't put any, really care and love behind them. So I'm trying to get more and more care and love behind them. So that's why I got Photoshop not too long ago, and this is how I started doing it. So I've got a couple of different styles here. For Hitman, we'll just start out with this one. So you guys saw the Hitman video that I did just a few days ago, whatever, the elusive target number 23. So this was my older style. This is a style that I actually came up with by myself. I didn't have any help from anyone else. And I like it, but at the same time, I don't know how professional it looks, and that's why I'm asking you guys. So mine was you take a specific thumbnail, right, or this, you can get these by doing the most simplest of things of going to Google and searching for a thumbnail. So what I would do in this situation or in this case would be I would go to Google and then I would type in elusive target 23 and then I go to the images and see what images come up, right? And this is from the developers. This is what they tweeted out when the thumbnail came out, whatever. So it already has everything kind of lined up for us in just the thumbnail alone, as you can see. And then I put my own little, stuff behind it. So I usually always take, in this specific style, every video or every thumbnail will have this little kind of red thing. And you'll see them on some of my older videos. I haven't done it in any of the new ones, but you'll see it on some of my older ones where I'll have this little kind of circle thingy here, and then it'll be a specific red color with my logo at the bottom. And then we'll have like the title up here with some text here to showcase what's going on. So that's one style of thumbnail. And then you've got this one. This is the new one that I've incorporated into the Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes walkthrough. So it's still so very new. And I got this advice from another friend of mine on YouTube or whatever. He's really big, and he said, put, instead of doing static thumbnails, like which I usually do for video game walkthroughs, is where to actually put something from the video itself, like say in this case Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. So I took a clip from that specific video and found one that I felt would fit inside the realms of what I have. So my new style is this. My new style, as I've got this here, as you can see, which I didn't even have that centered up. That's great. Or is it? I can't even tell anymore. I think that's centered. Nope, that's not centered. That's centered. So yeah, I did have it centered up. All right, so what I do is I got my little my logo kind of emblem right here, CS01 in there, and then I've got the Superman behind it, and kind of like with this. And then I put now I know this looks a little bad because I just couldn't find a good Twin Snakes. So like before, what I did was if I go into my documents here and I go over to pictures, you can see all of the stuff that I have. I think it's in my Recore photo. So I use my Recore photo or my folder for a lot of the pings that I do, the PNGs, right? So let's see if we can find the Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes one that I got. And you can find these all from Google. I mean, they're very easy to find. But see right here, right there, this is the ping. So if I go over here, PNG, and I click on it, you see the ping there. So if you notice that if you take this out and you put this in, whoever did this specific logo and ping just didn't do it right? So it kind of looks a little shady. It doesn't, like some spots, they didn't really do a good job at making it completely transparent, and you can still see some of the white background that was in the original. They just didn't do a very good job at doing this, and I'm not very good at it either. So, but it's the best one you can find on there, unless it has the black in it. So to me, that just didn't look good because I felt like there's just too much inconsistencies in that right there. So I felt like I didn't want to actually, and then sometimes, there we go. And I just felt that it wasn't one that I wanted to show on there, right? So I was like, well, this one, I know it's kind of got black around it, but it does the job at letting know what game it is. And then I also put this on the side here for good measure, just to say that, hey, this is Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. So always find a logo and ping. And some companies send you the logo pings for newer type games, but this is such an older game, you actually have to go and look for it. And then because of the way that the cutscenes are made in the video game, because they only take up a certain part of the screen, you have to kind of stretch it out. So if you look, I stretched this image out completely. So the image is normally like this, right? And then I was like, well, I don't want there to be nothing but black bars. It doesn't match up. Like if I were to move it over here to have Snake in between this little photo here, as you can see, it would come out wrong. So what I did was obviously center it so that it's put it up at its fullest, and then hit Shift and Alt, and then that will just zoom in the image itself, and then you can get it up like this. So get it to where it's at the top, and then you can move it over so that you see Snake kind of like right in between in that perfect spot in the thumbnail. And I would do this for every single new thumbnail coming off. So for the next episode where we fight like Gray Fox or whatever, I'll have maybe a picture of Gray Fox in here or something that's particular to that fight, so you know a scene that's inside it. So what I would do before, if you look at all my other Metal Gear Solids, or for instance, I just did a video for Honor, so this is my static thumbnail. So what this is pretty much the same as this one. Like you see this thing, you see the emblem, you see this down here, and even added another part here for the part 9, and then it's on realistic, and I put a color in there that kind of fits with the vibe of the game. But you can change the colors of these and stuff like that. That's why you see this one has this kind of tint, and this one has more of a grayish type of tint. But you can see the black down here, but that's just because of the image itself. So let's say if I were to take this and zoomed it up even more to get rid of that black. This is where you're going to get into the problem of everything just kind of being too big. Doing it this way means that you don't ruin the image quality of the photo. If I were just to do this without pressing Shift and Alt, then it would change the image quality. So if we were to do this, we could zoom it over and it would be like this. So I'm not saying that this is bad, but I just feel that that's not, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't look as crystal clear to me. I mean, it might to you guys out there, but I wanted to where Zoom was fully kind of in the picture as much as possible. But then you ended up getting the black bars on the bottom, but that's just because of the nature of the game. So that wouldn't, like, if you wanted to look up my if you want to look up my Deus Ex Mankind Divided thumbnails, I did this same thing where I took a picture from the video. And what I do when I usually take a picture from the video is I'll go to here and I'll go to my videos and I'll take, like, say, let's do, there's the thumbnails, but I don't have I've got a video in there. Let's say my Hitman Blood Money, right? So I would take this video and then I would open it up with VLC, because VLC allows you to take snapshots from that specific video. So there's this here. So then I would go over, I'd probably bring it up here to full screen so I get a better picture. So this is the last mission that I did, and don't worry, another mission's coming soon. And if I wanted a specific picture, now you see that that's already in like a cutscene type of format. So so sneak peek at my next mission right here. So for Hitman Blood Money. But just wanted to show you guys, like, say, if I wanted just to take this picture right here, I wanted this to be my thumbnail. It probably wouldn't be, but I'm just using it as an instance. in this new thing, I would do video, and then I would do take snapshot, right? So then I've got the snapshot, and then I would come over here, and let's say I was going to do this, so I would just click on that, take it away as soon as I click here. And then now I need to find the snapshot. So I'd go over here to pictures because that's where it would have been saved. And all the way at the bottom are my video snapshots. And this should be it right here. So I'd click on it, and there you go. See, there's the full snapshot. And then if I wanted to get this, perfectly correct, I would find a way and zoom it in as much as possible to get, him in the right instance, but he'd probably be facing or something like that. And that's how you would kind of do that. But I didn't do this for the previous Hitman. I think, let me see, what did I do? So if I go to, let's see, Helene, I probably don't, because it's been such a long time since I've even put out one. So let's say if I went to pictures, probably in Hitman Blood Money. You guys are getting a sneak peek at everything here. Did I do it? Let's see how I did it. Well, there's Hitman, but I think I did it. As you can see, I've got so many different styles of the Hitman series, and I'm not even sure where I put the blood money at. Guys, one big thing about me is my organization skills need to definitely pick up. I think maybe I did it. I have no idea where I put my blood money. Oh, no, I know where. It's in videos, actually. There it is, right there. So let's bring up my PSD for what I've been doing for the Hitman Blood Money. I've been doing static, right? So every mission always has this thumbnail, right? It always has the professional part, whatever it is. If I've done the alternate version of some of the deaths, or done different ways to kill, if it was an accident only or if it wasn't, this is how I did it. So a lot of people like these stationary ones, but this is how they would look for every single one, and the parts would just change. But a lot of people like that personality in each thumbnail where you put that specific one in there. So I guess this video is just to kind of showcase and let you guys know how I do my thumbnails and how I put it in there. As you can see, I've got the logo right here that I put in between there, and then my specific logo there. That will always stay the same. These will always stay the same. It's just what's behind it is what I want to know is going to be different. Do you guys like the way that I've been doing the thumbnails, where they are specific one static image for every single part? Or would you prefer that I do like I'm doing the new Metal Gear, where I'm actually taking, because see, in Metal Gear, what I've done, if I click on this, you can see that one is the one we just worked on, right? But if I click on another one, I also had other ones that I took. So I took snapshots of different scenes in that Vulcan Raven video. And, this was one of the ones that I picked. I said, okay, does this one look good? Okay, maybe not that one. What about, that's the one I did for Ocelot. That's another one there that I did. I said, would that look cool? And that's, there's another one for Ocelot Battle or whatever. So I have multiple ones that I put on there, and I try to see which one is going to entice more people to want to click on your video, right? You're always trying to find a way without being a total douche, just by, I'm not going to be the kind of guy that just that wants to show like boobs on a thumbnail if, there's a thing. I'm just not that kind of person. I want you to come in and watch the video, but I don't want to put something on the video or put something in the thumbnail that's going to, one, maybe offend people, or two, maybe piss people off and be like, why would you just show? I'm not that kind of person. You guys know me by now, so I don't do that. But do you guys like the more action-y type of stills from the video itself, or do you prefer the straight up, every single video thumbnail is going to have the same thumbnail with just the different parts and the different text? Let me know in the comments below. I want to improve as much as I can to entice more people to come into the channel, and to also make it easy for you guys to follow, because the thumbnail is one of the most important things in a video, because it's the first thing that the consumer sees when they type in a specific thing. It's that first thing that catches their eye, and you see a lot of people that will make sure that catches their eye. A lot of people do the most simplistic, basic thumbnails where they just have a big image, a big action type of image, and they just put one at the bottom. Do you prefer that way, or do you prefer someone who puts a little bit more love into the thumbnail to give you guys a more reason to let you guys know specifically what you're going to get in this video. Let me know in the comments below. This was a little sneak peek into kind of what I do and how I do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, I will see you on the next one. I'll have more videos like this where I'm going to showcase some of the different things that I do in editing and stuff like that, so I can get your guys' feedback. I always want you guys to be included into everything in this whole process of what I do on YouTube. And I think having you all included into that will let a lot of you, skeptic believers out there know that how difficult it can be to keep up this content and keep up doing YouTube. It's not something you can just do, but if you want the quality to be good, it actually takes a lot of effort and stuff in there. And I want to show some of you out there that maybe are not full believers that there is a lot of effort that goes into just these tiny things, and that all adds up to just taking up a lot of time into making these walkthroughs and these videos and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time with some more on this whole process. Peace out.